Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Deep in the end zone, it's Daniels. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Takes the handoff. It's Davidson. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The run inside. It's Johnson. On the move at the 30. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw again. They'll open it up early. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And the Tigers are flying down the field. Going to the ground. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Rushes on. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Lucky to get it off.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Quarterback changing the play. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got him downfield. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? 3rd down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
You've got to be excited if you're a fan of this team. What you've seen on this opening drive, they look locked in, all 11 guys on the same page. This has been a beautiful opening drive. Really nice tempo, phenomenal execution, whether it's been running or throwing like you saw right.
He's going for the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So an 82-yard drive there. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he'll bring it back. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Phillips. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. They'll run the screen. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Looking for room, it's Ballard. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. He's got him this time. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
You know, when you're throwing those out routes, it's tough. You got to drop that thing in a bucket. You don't have a lot of space near that sideline. You got to be really accurate. Great job by the quarterback leading him towards the sideline, hitting him for a good gain.
And the Dogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The give to the left side. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to the big tight end. And he fired it to the right sideline, but it's incomplete. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Moves the pocket. It's Bailey. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Sells the fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Right side, it's Mays. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Bowens. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Another delay of game penalty. This is just sloppy. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. It's inside. It's Davidson. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Now on 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready. Check.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. They'll give it to Johnson. He's past the 30. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Tigers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. They'll send the back in motion. Drops back on 1st down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Sends it back in motion. From the gun, it's Davidson. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. To the ground. He's got it again. There's some room. He's past the marker. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, Now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting it in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Gets the back moving. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Second and long here. Looking for a crease. It's Bowen. They were all over it.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Secures it at the 30. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The run to the left. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Hums it downfield. Another incompletion on third down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Making the adjustment.
Sweet.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Under pressure. Fires downfield. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Gonna run it. It's Bowens. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, it's blocked.
And how about the speed by that defender coming off the edge to block that field goal? Wow.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. They find Wesco open on the right. Still running at the 40. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Tigers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Still looking. Now looking to throw back to the middle. Makes a grab deep. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. From the gun. Moves to his right. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Clemson. He got it back corner of the end zone.
And The offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
The returner will field it and bring it back. They got him for a safety, and there's a fine line between being aggressive and reckless, and he just ran right across it when he ran back into his own end zone. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. On the return. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Davidson. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellows, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Boston College taking on the number 21 team, the Virginia Cavaliers. Boston College looking to make it 3 straight victories to start the new year. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Got enough for the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
The Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Turning it on! They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that, and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
Takes a handoff. It's Bowen. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
You can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
And the Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Back's got it on the screen. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Sees a crease. Oh, he's got some space. The 40, the 30. He's at the 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point is good. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Moving to his left. Finds us back in the middle. At the 45 on his way. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. On the run, it's Bowens. Runs through the tackle. And he used that stiff arm as a sledgehammer to bludgeon his way to a few extra yards.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
Then they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Tells the run, wants to pass. Rolls right. Throwing on the run. Got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Bowen. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
Yeah, and that's exactly exactly what you're looking for from a defense. You're expecting runs, second and goal. Got to find a way. You can't give an inch. This part of the field, this yard marker right here, you've got to be physical. Nice job by the defense winning that second down.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it up. And he's in! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now.
He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. On the move, it's Bowens. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Selling the fake. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. To the air, it's Bailey. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And at this point in the game, you just can't say enough about how good the defense has been covering this guy. Coming into the game, they knew he was the critical factor for this offense with his skill set, but they have really been able to shut him down. They force another incompletion down the field looking his way. To me, that's one of the biggest reasons why they're winning this game.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The snap sets up to throw. Out wide right, it's Burrows. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll need a bunch on second down. From the gun. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Quarterback signaling to his guy. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He'll pull it down. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Give to the single back. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
RPO complete. Breaks into the open. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man. Like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a position to do well. 1st and goal, and the defense, their heads spinning a little bit because mixing the run and pass really well on this drive.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. Tough run here. It's Davidson. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. He wants it all. Fires into the end zone, incomplete.
And that's really good discipline by this defense. It's on the 1-yard line. Everybody in the place is thinking it's going to be a run. Nice job keeping your eyes on your guys, making sure you've played coverage. A few more downs to go, but that was impressive from this defense.
So they got nothing on the last play. Here's 3rd and goal from the 1.
Here we go. Ready. Black 14. Black 14.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do.
Ready, go.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Clemson! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Now let's see if they can pull this one out. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Quick give. It's Phillips. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Motion from the wideout. Sets his feet. It's Bailey. Throws it deep. Finds a spot in the middle. He's loose. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Daniels. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
The Tigers have a lot of options on second and inches. Motion from the back. They'll go to the air on second and short. Wesco's got it in the middle. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Right side, it's Burrows. just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Trying to get the edge. It's Johnson. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'll run him again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Fresh center downs going to the air. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, gonna throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. With 1:52 seconds left, the defense will use a timeout trying to get the football back. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Making the adjustment on the play. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against him. And we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple of bad decisions, a couple of great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking his shots. He's not backing down. He's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made some mistakes, and a lot of times you see people that they go in a shell, right? They make mistakes. They can't rebound. They can't find the answers to continue to keep making plays. Make the next play. Make the next play. Now down the stretch to give your team the lead, man. So impressed with the way he's handled adversity and bounced back from some mistakes.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Fires to the right. Perfect timing on that throw and catch. Kept it in bounds for the big completion.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Got a man. It's Mays. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Cuts it upfield. It's Davidson. Pulled to the ground.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look.
Check. 28-29 bounce. 28-29 bounce. Go.
On play action. Buying a little time to his left. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on third down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge third down conversion for this offense.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Hands it off. Quick spin on the run. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here.